What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. Once again, we're going to talk about Lizzo and her desperate need for attention. I really wish Lizzo would understand that people online are going to have opinions, just like she has opinions on people or certain situations. When you show up at a party in a see-through dress and people find that to be appalling, they are going to criticize you. Okay? You know, they don't make artists like they used to. They were artists. They were female artists that were a little bit on the heavier side, the big side. They would never go out of their way to do what Lizzo is doing. Lizzo is one of those people that desperately want to be validated by everybody. They want to be the center of attention. They want to be the woman that guys thirst after, and she will never be that. Maybe for some guys. And I think that bothers her, which is why she decided to get on her Instagram live and moon people. Let me see if I can do a PG picture. That's the dress there. Hold on. Let's see. It should be here. One of these art. See, there it is right there. See, this is how immature Lizzo is. This is a grown woman. This is a woman in her 30s. So we can't say that, well, she's young, she'll learn. Lizzo's just immature. Lizzo's somebody that doesn't like to take criticism. And she will do things like that because she's desperate for attention. She wants to be liked, which is why a few people clowning her made her get on her Instagram live and show off her backside. And she wonders why people continuously make fun of her. Let's get into the argument complex. Lizzo had constantly had to battle bullies and trolls on the internet who make rude comments about her body. So when someone made a distasteful remark while she was on her Instagram live recently, the rapper decided to give them a piece of her mind and body by mooning. Oh, wow, that's going to really hurt them. They probably laughed even harder. Kiss my black self. Bitch. I got to keep it PG, people. The rapper emphatically says after pulling down her pants and twerking for her live. Later on, she does it again after someone else, likely made another mean comment. She says, kiss my effing a-hole. Lizzo said, just for that, you can kiss my whole a-hole again. This is somebody who's a role model. This is somebody that people are supposed to look to as someone who's being a role model for big girls. No, she's just immature. Lizzo is very immature. Lizzo does not know how to handle criticism. Lizzo is mad because people don't find her to be as attractive as other women. And Lizzo represents the westernized woman who think that everybody should look at her instead of other women, but they don't. And that bothers her. It bothers her that she can't be as attractive, physically attractive as other women. Well, guess what, Lizzo? You deal with what a lot of men have to deal with. There's a lot of men who are not in the best shape. They may be overweight. They're not going to get as much attention as a guy who works out, who may have a better jawline, right? A better hairstyle. You know, there are women that are into the hairstyles, whether it be dreadlocks or a shortcut, whatever, right? And we understand our limitations as men, but a lot of these heifers don't understand limitations, which is why you have Lizzo getting on her Instagram live, showing off her backside, because she's cannot fathom that there are going to be people who make fun of her. Lizzo, it ain't just men. And to anybody writing these blogs, there are a lot of women who are clowning Lizzo too, who find Lizzo to be disgusting. I'm not saying she's disgusting. I think Lizzo has a disgusting personality. I think that she does these things, do these things because she's mad that she ain't the center of attention, that she'll never be considered more attractive than other women, and it bothers her. It bothers a lot of women like Lizzo who want to be the center of attention. They want to be the most attractive woman in the room, and they're not that. They're not that. And the thing is, I don't even think Lizzo's an ugly girl. I just think she has an ugly personality. I think that she comes off as somebody who just is very immature. Okay? One or two people make comments. Why don't you use the block button? That's what it's there for. No, they're not going to consider you more attractive than others. A lot of you Western women need to understand your limitations. Moving on. Lizzo has been an advocate for body positivity. The rapper recently did a TED Talk a few weeks ago about the history of twerking and how she learned to love her body. Did she tell the story of Sarah Bartman? Why don't you tell that story, Lizzo? Tell the story of Sarah Bartman when you do another TED Talk, or you want to talk about the art of the twerk. These people are just not the most intelligent. I used to hate myself, my assets. Believe it or not, Lizzo said during the TED, I have my father's shape and my mother's thighs, so it's big and long. I used to think that only assets like J-Lo or Beyonce could be famous. I never thought that could happen to me. Lizzo, you're not famous because of your body. You're famous because of your skill when it comes to music. That is why you are famous, Lizzo. It has nothing to do with your body. Now you have these liberals pushing you because of their agenda. You have these Caucasian liberal women who want to push this agenda of body positivity because they're tired of not being able to get the men that they want in their community, because that's what you're being used for, Lizzo. But I don't think that you're famous because of your body, Lizzo. There's been a lot of women who've been considered overweight, who've been able to make, be celebrities. Look at Monique as a comedian actress. She went on to explain how twerking helped her realize that she loved her shape. I grew up in an era where having a big ass wasn't mainstream, she said. How did this happen? Twerking. Through the movement of twerking, I realized that my assets is my biggest asset. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my TED Talk. And I believe she twerked during that TED Talk. Let me tell you something, people. People like Lizzo are the type of women that we as men have to deal with. We have to deal with these overly delusional women who believe that they should be the center of attention, who believe that they should be chosen, that they should be who men are attracted to. I'm sorry, Lizzo. People are in an age where they want to get into shape. So therefore, they're going to seek out women who are in shape. And I'm talking about men. A lot of men are getting themselves in better shape because they want to attract the women that they want. I'm sorry, Lizzo. There are guys that just aren't going to be attracted to you. And when you show up at parties in see-through dresses, they're going to make fun of that because of how you look. Because trust me, if a man shows up shirtless when he has a big old gut, man boobs, no muscle definition at all, and he shows up at a party or an event shirtless, do you think that there are going to be people, not even shirtless, let's say a see-through shirt, do you think people are just going to applaud that? No, they're not. They're going to ridicule that guy, and they're going to ban him from ever being in any type of event that they're associated with. He's going to get clowned and roasted all over social media. But Lizzo thinks that nobody should say nothing about her because she represents your Western woman who thinks that she's above criticism. You're never above criticism, Lizzo. You are a celebrity. So you're going to get criticized whether you like it or not. You are just immature and you don't know how to deal with it. Lizzo claps back at critics after wearing see-through dress at Cardi B's birthday party. Earlier this week, Lizzo stepped out in a see-through mesh gown to celebrate Cardi B's birthday in Los Angeles, while many fans were loving the look that was styled by Jason Rembart and captioned in fresh photos with bomb lighting. Some were a bit more critical. Ultimately, Lizzo couldn't stay quiet. Of course she couldn't. And decided to clap back at the haters in her Instagram live on Thursday, October 14th. It's very funny to me that people are upset that I'm wearing a see-through outfit or that I'm twerking in a see-through outfit. She said, they're saying this is disgusting because that's how people are going to see it, Lizzo. They're going to see it as disgusting. Her take, they need something more exciting in their lives. Don't you have bills to pay, Lizzo wondered? Don't you got mouths to feed, including your own? Don't you have a life to live? Don't you want to fall in love and make friends? Don't you got stuff to do? Go read the news before I read you. I told y'all, Lizzo has a terrible personality. And the thing about Lizzo is that Lizzo is so fake. Let me tell you how Lizzo is fake. Lizzo likes to act like she's just nice, bubbly, big girl, right? But she's fake. Lizzo is fake, okay? She wants to be liked, but that's not who she is. Lizzo is exactly who she was in this particular take here. This is who she is. Nobody, listen, Lizzo. Not everybody's making fun of you, Lizzo. It's probably not even that many people. But the few that have something to say about Lizzo bothers her because people like Lizzo hate criticism. You are a celebrity, Lizzo. You're showing up at Cardi B's birthday party, which is going to have a lot of media, which is going to have a lot of photos and videos online. Yes, you're going to stand out because you're the most visible, literally, okay? So people are going to make fun of that. And you chose to wear that to that party. And you getting in your feelings and you want to get tough on people, but you were just crying a couple weeks ago. You were just crying, Lizzo, about the criticism. But wait, there's more. Lizzo went on to tell her critics to watch your MFing values and watch your MFing mouth. Does that seem like somebody that is nice and bubbly? No, that seems like somebody who is immature, somebody who is delusional, okay? And is mad because she will never be as attractive as some of these other women. Stay the F off my MFing page. Keep your comments to your MFing self, B. Let me do whatever the F I want to do, she said. Remember when people minded their own effing business? Lizzo, let me tell you something right now. You don't listen. There's minding your business, Lizzo, and then there's going out in public and twerking in front of dozens of people. That's not minding your business, Lizzo. Minding your business is walking and doing things and not being a hindrance or bothering anybody else, Lizzo. When you're twerking in public, when you're at pool parties getting blasted with water guns, you are not minding your business. You're not minding your business. When you show up at a party in a see-through dress, I'm sorry, you're not minding your business. You know, TBT to when people minded their effing business. Those were the days, boy, where people could just wear what they want and there wasn't an MFing parade or conversation or commentary. Well, let me tell you something, Lizzo. If people ignored you, you would literally have a meltdown. You can't have it both ways. You can't say people should mind their business, but if they weren't paying attention to you be mad. Listen, let me tell you how much of a liar Lizzo is. If Lizzo was to show up at a party, right? Or let's say a get together, or let's say she just shows up where there's just a bunch of guys, right? And she goes and tries to talk to those guys, right? And those guys ignored her. She would be mad. She would be mad. If she showed up in front of a group of guys and started twerking and those guys didn't say anything, they just got up and walked away or ignored her, she would be pissed. But I'm telling you right now, Lizzo is just mad because people don't really check for her like that. And when she does do extreme things like she did, the way she showed up at this party, She's mad because people are making fun of her. This is the internet, Lizzo. Welcome to the internet. You need to check yourself and really understand who you are, because you can't be crying a couple weeks ago and then come back and you want to cuss people out and tell them to watch their mouths, to watch their MFing mouths. You can't have both ways. That's why I say all that fake crying Lizzo does, that's just Lizzo being immature, and that's just Lizzo wanting attention. Let us think in the comment section below. Make sure you like this video, share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also email me topics or whatever.